How childhood secretly shapes every adult relationship, the patterns you never realized you were repeating. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to fall in love effortlessly, while others constantly fear abandonment? Why some avoid commitment at all costs, while others stay in relationships that slowly destroy them? Many people believe these behaviors begin in adulthood, but psychologists have discovered something unsettling. Long before your first relationship, before your first heartbreak, before you even understood what love meant, your brain was already learning what relationships were supposed to feel like. The most important relationship of your life may have happened before you could even speak, and without realizing it, you may still be repeating those lessons today. Your brain was programmed before you remember. When we're born, our brains are incredibly adaptable. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. Every smile, every hug, every argument, every moment of neglect becomes information. Your brain isn't simply storing memories, it's building a blueprint, a prediction model. It asks one fundamental question: what should I expect from other people? If caregivers responded with warmth and consistency, the brain often learns, people are safe, my needs matter, I can trust others. But if love felt unpredictable, sometimes affectionate, sometimes distant, the brain may learn something entirely different. Love disappears. I have to earn affection. People eventually leave. These beliefs rarely become conscious thoughts. Instead, they become automatic expectations. And expectations quietly shape behavior for decades. The invisible rules you follow. Imagine two children. The first grows up knowing comfort is available whenever life becomes overwhelming. The second learns that expressing emotion leads to criticism or rejection. Both become adults. Neither remembers every childhood moment, yet both carry invisible rules. The first may naturally communicate, trust, apologize, receive love. The second may struggle to open up, hide emotions, expect disappointment, push people away before being hurt. Neither person consciously chooses these reactions. Their nervous system does. Psychologists often describe these patterns as attachment styles, not labels, but adaptations, strategies developed by a child's brain to survive the environment it experienced. What protected you at 6 years old may quietly sabotage you at 30. When the past disguises itself as love. One of the most surprising discoveries in psychology is that familiarity often feels safer than happiness, even when familiarity hurts. Someone who experienced emotional inconsistency as a child may unconsciously feel attracted to emotionally unavailable partners, not because they enjoy suffering, but because unpredictability feels strangely normal. The brain prefers what it recognizes, even if recognition comes with pain. Likewise, someone raised in a calm and emotionally secure home may actually feel uncomfortable in chaotic relationships. Their nervous system recognizes stability. This explains why two people can experience the exact same relationship completely differently. One feels trapped, the other feels abandoned. Both are responding not only to the present, but also to the echoes of the past. Why arguments feel bigger than they really are. Have you ever noticed how a small disagreement can suddenly feel enormous? A delayed text, a different tone of voice, a canceled plan. Objectively, these events may be minor, but emotionally, they can trigger something much older. The adult brain knows it's only a text message. The emotional brain whispers, "You're being abandoned again," or "You're about to be criticized," or "You're not good enough." The body reacts first. Heart rate increases, stress hormones rise, defensiveness appears. Only afterward does logic try to catch up. This is why relationship conflicts often feel irrational, because part of the conversation isn't happening between two adults, it's happening between two nervous systems, each carrying years of invisible history. Healing doesn't mean blaming your parents. Understanding childhood isn't about assigning blame. Most parents raise children while carrying wounds of their own. Many simply repeated what they experienced growing up. Healing begins when we stop asking, "Whose fault is this?" and instead ask, "What pattern am I still living?" Awareness interrupts repetition. The moment you recognize your automatic reactions, they become choices. Instead of assuming rejection, you can ask for reassurance. Instead of withdrawing, you can communicate. Instead of chasing unavailable people, you can learn to recognize healthy love. The past explains you. It doesn't imprison you. Perhaps the greatest illusion of adulthood is believing we leave childhood behind. In reality, childhood quietly travels with us, into friendships, into marriages, into workplaces, into the way we speak to ourselves. The voice inside your mind often began as someone else's voice. But here's the remarkable truth. The brain that learned these patterns can also learn new ones. Every healthy relationship, every honest conversation, every act of self-compassion teaches the nervous system something different. Little by little, the blueprint changes. Not overnight, but permanently. Because healing isn't about becoming someone new, it's about finally giving yourself the safety you may have been searching for all along. If this video made you see your own relationships differently, subscribe to Eviora, because understanding your mind is the first step toward changing your life.